What's up, everybody? Welcome to 2021. Let's go. What? Let's go. Okay, cool. I had to shout that out because I wasn't.
We
All right,
made it. We made it to
made it.
2021.
2021. I love that meme so badly. Anyway, guys, I'm Mac. If y'all know who I am, get to know me. This is Trillo XS.
Trill XO, Big Below. You already know. Fat like Deuce Bigelow. Hey yo, it's
Hey,
2021. Let's go.
let's go. Woo-hoo. Uh-oh. I think it lost. We lost somebody. Oh no, we didn't. Okay. What the hell? Oh, I messed up.
Oh, audio difficulties. Press the green button. You gotta press the green button. My dog's looking at me. Except point it down.
All right, so guys, you don't know, this is gf1 sports. I have no idea why it's not show. Okay, there it goes. This is gf1 sports. This is the you okay, Troy?
Yeah, I have my alerts turned up too loud for my other stuff. Oh, hold on. I'm fine. Keep going.
Okay.
Jesus. Some Instagram thoughts went live and almost deafened me for answering. All right.
It's okay. All right, guys. You don't know this is GF1 Sports. This is the show where we talk sports. Sports. If you don't like sports, get the fuck out. Okay. So, guys, this is GF1 Sports. So, like I said, come on if you want to come on. When we have a great schedule for you. Trill gonna give you some. Trill gonna give you some. We got some tasty treats. We're also, if the audience kind of build up at the end, Matrodamus will tell you what your team will do because we'll get into that later. Why I'm now named Matrodamus. I am Matrodamus.
I mean, broken clocks right twice a day. That's all I'm going to say about that. Let's get it.
All right, Trill. So you start us off, yeah.
All right, so we're going to start off with the basketball. You know, it's kind of my forte, my specialty. I'm going to tell you a team, and you in chat are going to give me one or two options. Option A, is it a good team? Or option B, is it a good story? Is it a good story that this team is doing well, or is it a good team performing?
Okay. All right.
All right. First, let's start with the East. Always start on the East. Cavaliers are over 500 at 4-3. Is that a good story or a good team?
I want to say that's a good story. It's just a good story. I never. I think ever since LeBron left the Cavaliers, they hadn't been the same since. I want to believe, but I feel like this is a story.
Fair enough. I agree. It's just a good story.
Yeah, it's a good story, but
Andre Drummond and I think his name's Colin Sexton are kind of the two front runners on that team. I don't think that combination gets you to an NBA Finals or even to an eighth seed. So Knicks, you're gonna love this one. Knicks are 4-3. Good story or good team.
Good story. Story. Move on.
Julius Randle is averaging a 20-point double nightly.
Look, I really wish you put with the Knicks, good team, good story, or soap opera. Can I pick soap opera? Because this is exactly what it is. It's the same things you're gonna see every time. It's a soap opera. It's legit Shakespeare. I mean, look, I really want to say that the Knicks are literally Newton's law of relativity. Newton's law. Everything that can go wrong will go wrong. So, yeah, I want to say story. I'm sticking with it. I don't believe in the Knicks, but Knicks. We'll get into that later. But Knicks.
Who's your team in the East?
Who's my team in the East at this time? My favorite team or the team I think is going to win it?
No, who's your favorite team? We're going favorite teams.
Bulls.
Okay, Chicago Bulls, 3-4. Good team, good story.
Can I pick a middle ground?
I mean, 3-4 isn't horrible. You're better than my favorite team. So
it's not horrible, but it's. I mean, they did. I want to believe.
What are your aspirations realistically? Let's switch the questions because this is more pertaining to the Bulls. What are your realistic aspirations for the Bulls this season?
My realistic, I be honest here. I think they're gonna fight for that eighth. I mean, I think they're gonna fight, but I don't know if they're gonna get it. I feel like they're gonna fight for it. I don't know if they're gonna get it.
because they got that play in where they 10 through 8 all get to play in. It's like
Yeah,
7 through 8, 7 through 10 all get to play in. 7 through 10 play in. That's how it rhymes. Okay.
yeah. I feel like
My
they're in a
favorite
fight for
team is the Charlotte Hornets.
who are owned by the
You want to talk
are
about
owned
that
by.
part? We are 2-5. I think that the roster as presently constructed, I think I understand what Michael had in mind.
What,
Michael,
playing checkers?
no, Michael is playing chess, but not for the. He's like, how can I put this? Like, so in your first 7 years as being a rookie, you're stuck on the same team.
Right.
So because of how the money's set up. So he has 7 years with LaMelo Ball, right? LaMelo Ball right now is not a starting NBA point guard. He's not
No.
he's not talented enough to be that. He is a starting second string NBA point guard.
Right.
So since you have Terry Rozier as your starting point guard, and you paid Gordon Hayward, and you're in the East, and 7 through 10 get to play in, I say you rolled. I get why he rolled the dice because we know Lamelo Ball is this going to be like Lonzo Ball. If they're just a bootleg Jason Kidd, you put them with an all star like I don't know, a wing player that can put up 20 and 8, like Gordon Hayward, you find a center, another wing, or just one more dynamic player, you have a championship team. You truly do. If LaMelo Ball becomes an all-star or an all-star like player in the next 3 or 4 years, i.e., he'll be Jason Tatum's or Jalen Brown's age, if he becomes
Right.
kind of good, comes like a B,
Right.
B plus, an 86 on 2K, plus
Uh-huh.
the 89 that Gordon Hayward is, plus Terry Rozier being an 83 in the East, you're 7 or 8 seed, bro. That's not bad. Okay. I'm happy with it. All
Well,
right. What do you have to say about the Hornets?
it's still owned by Jordan.
Like how you took a long pause to say that.
Yeah, I love Michael Jordan, but do you really believe Michael Jordan turned the corner? Because Michael Jordan literally, I I
Yes, this is the
believe
first person he drafted that actually has talent, tangible NBA talent that is prevalent and prominent in their first season. You see when the ball in his hand, you see what makes him special. It's the passing. You
I
see his
agree.
passing is special.
I
So
agree. I agree.
we
I agree.
Lonzo has a jump shot, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, his brother is 40% from 3 points and shooting an incredible 49% from the field. He has a jump shot, motherfuckers. It took him 4 years, but he found one. I'm just saying.
I am. I'm with you now. I want to believe, but once
You
again,
eat the sauce
I
with the
really
cream.
believe. I'm trying to tell you this from my perspective. What I feel like Jordan does. Every person that Jordan get in there, he got to challenge him to a game of basketball. If they kick his ass for some odd reason, they ain't getting drafted. That's what I believe.
I'm telling you, because Charlotte won a small market, we are 2 seasons away from in the draft finding a 4, 5, or a 2 guard that will either come off the bench or start, and we will be in the playoffs. It's gonna happen.
Oh
We
yeah,
just need
you'll get in the playoffs.
we just need one. We need one more piece, and we're in the playoffs, and we're scary in the playoffs because if we get 2 more years with Lamelo Ball and like he's not like the best player in the world. I don't want to get anybody ever to think I think he's like I'm like riding his nuts because I'm not. What I'm saying is his game because he assists and makes people better. It gets you going. Like you get like a dunk from your homeboy. You know what I'm saying? Even when you playing
Right.
2K, your stats go up. Then all of a sudden you hit that little pop and poke that maybe you would have missed earlier if it had been your first shot. Your third shot, you hit the wing three. They got to call timeout.
Right.
All because homeboy just gave you a little bounce pass on time. I'm telling you, it can happen. On to the West Coast.
Well, I just want to give a shout out to Baller Brand. Baller Brand, shout out. We're not sponsored by you.
Sticking in the ball family, we're going to go back to the game of good team, good story. The Pelicans are sitting fourth in the competitive West at 4-3. Good team.
Good team.
Story. The Pelicans. Good team.
Good team. Good team.
Good team. I agree. I agree.
I seen it. I seen it last year in the bubble. Zion was getting there. Everybody around him was getting better. The problem is they just didn't have it at that time. Now you're seeing the Pelicans come into formation. Watch out for the Pelicans. They're gonna be really good. I don't know if they're gonna go deep into the playoffs, but watch out for them. They're gonna get in there and they're gonna cause some. I feel like the Pelicans are gonna be what the Mavs were last year. They were gonna be what the Mavericks were last year. They were stingy, they were good towards the end, and they got in there and they gave teams some hell. So that's the way I feel.
I'm gonna start naming off names, and I want you to tell me when I name somebody that you believe is not a championship piece on a championship team. Okay.
Okay.
Lonzo Ball.
No.
1.
Sorry.
Brandon Ingram.
No.
Okay. No. JJ Redick.
Yeah. JJ Redick. Yeah.
Eric Bledsoe.
No.
Steven Adams.
No.
Zion Williams.
Yes.
Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 2 out of 5. 2 out of the starting 5 is a piece on the. It's not bad.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
I just when you named them off, it was tough for me to pick. Like, no.
It's not bad.
Yeah, Redick, I feel like he's been there before. He's good.
So yeah, okay. So we both agree soundly on JJ Redick. He's a shooter.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to be the starter. He can come off the bench, or he can even start depending on the matchup and give you. He can drop 20. I say Brandon Ingram is because he's a long wing that's versatile, plays offense and defense, and can drop 20.
Like I said, I agree with you, but it's just I need more. I need to see him a little bit more
before
I get my judgment. Yeah.
Brandon Ingram, he was an all-star last year. If he repeats that performance, I'll stop disrespecting him. Lonzo Ball, if Lonzo averages, I'm not gonna lie, a double-double going 10 and 10, he's an all-star. Maybe not in the West because it's competitive, but
right.
If we're building a championship team, I'll take 10 and 10 guy. I'll take 10 and 10 guy over over 30 and 5, dude, any night. I'm looking at you, Russell Westbrook. Because he'll do that. He'll do that shit.
Right.
They'll be like, oh, how did you keep having triple? Because he has the ball in his hand every fucking play. Okay, Steven Adams. I think 6'11", 265. I feel like he matches perfectly to Zion Williams since Zion's only technically 6'6". He's like a Charles Barkley. That's why I think they're a playoff team. I have them in top 5. Yeah, so we'll go back. That was just interesting. I was just really interested in their record overall because 4-3 is impressive, especially with the crew they have. They have like 5, maybe 6 players under the age of 30.
Right.
Okay, Warriors are also 4-3, and we know they've been depleted, bombed like Iraq and Baghdad. Good team, or just a good story.
Good team. Fuck you. This is still gonna be a good team. I know they've been bombed. I know it. I know this. Stay with me. They will get it together in the end. I'm telling you, I believe. I just believe. I believe they'll get it together. I know they've been depleted. I know. I don't know the situation with Steph, but Steph Curry, but they still got Steph.
Man dropped 62.
Huh?
Man dropped 62 the other night.
Yeah, the man is. I don't want to play him. Especially when he's pissed.
It's cheating. It's cheating. You get dropped 62.
He's not cheating. I don't know how he does it. I think, like I said, there's sometimes where I root against him and I see the kid get hit in the face and he still finds a way to pull off a 3. I don't know how he does it. I've seen this kid. He's good. I don't believe that. I don't believe he's going to kick him out. And then I looking at the standings, they may be depleted, but they're not playing like a depleted team because
Yeah, they're playing
they're
six.
six. They're
They're
six.
I
They're
thought they
in. They're
finished ninth or 10th overall, but six is a good place.
six.
You know?
They finished dead last season. They weren't
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
So for them to go from dead last to six is a really good improvement. So I believe. I mean, here's my thing. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I think
Do
they're
you
gonna
see
go
that?
into
Do you see
huh?
that? The
See what?
Suns, the story of the night. The Suns are 5-2, ladies and gentlemen. Good team or good story. Chris Paul to the Suns have them playing at an all-star level. You're 5-2, and the team on top of you is the Lakers sitting here at 6-2. Sir, ladies and gentlemen, you are in contention for the chip at 5-2. That's probably like top record overall, a second or third record overall. Yeah, except 6-1, 5-2, 5-2, 5-3. They're in the top 10, top 8 in the entire league. Puts them 5-2. One, two, three, four, fifth overall. The Suns, fifth overall league. The Phoenix
Right
Suns
now,
are number 5 in the league. I need you to comment on that, Matt.
okay, they are. Look. I'm gonna say this right here, right now. I understand that they're number 5 in the league and they're number 2 in the West, and I understand this crap, and I understand this for a lot of reasons. But I want to say this right now. I don't believe in him in Chris Paul. I never believed in him. I think they're playing good, but look, come on, this is literally
Oh, we
the
can bet
East.
that. We can bet that. 'Cause I picked the Suns as my dark horse, if we remember the last episode.
Yeah, we did.
I'll bet you a tub of Rogue Energy that the Suns make the playoffs.
Okay. You know what? We're going to 10 playoff teams, right? 10 playoffs.
Uh-huh.
Okay. I believe the Suns will make the playoffs because of that.
I'll give you 8. I'll give you make sure they're in the top 8 for a tub of Rogue. And if the Bulls make the top 8, I'll give you a tub of Rogue too.
You know what? I don't believe they're gonna make top 8. I take that bet. I take that bet because I don't think they're good. I think they'll fuck up. I don't believe in them. I believe they're gonna fuck up. I'm like, this is the Western version of the Knicks. Only they didn't win a championship. That's the way I felt about the Suns. The only difference between them and the Suns is, the Suns been every once in a while. They had a good team every once in a while.
I'm telling you, Devin Booker, the center that came out of Arizona, they got Chris Paul. They got one other guy. I know I'm forgetting his name. Young guy out there. They got Trevor Ariza. They have the pieces just like we were just talking about with the Pelicans to make a push. Now they have the right floor general. Chris Paul is a difference maker. We saw him really take the OKC Thunder into the playoffs.
Look, I'm not disputing that they won't make the playoffs. Now you put it to 10, they'll make it. I don't know about 8. 9th, maybe, but 8th, you're kind of pushing it because the West is really competitive. I mean,
I'm willing to go. I'll bet 7th.
Ooh, no.
I'll bet you 7th. You want to take? How confident are you that the Suns suck? Are you willing to put a tub of our sponsor for this podcast stream and YouTube video, Rogue Energy? That's right, ladies and gentlemen. If you need energy that's going to last all day and be clean and healthy for you, Rogue Energy is what you need. 0 sugar, a lot of caffeine, but no crazy buzz or chill. Use code GameFix at checkout for 5% off. It's a win-win. Tub of Rogue, what you got?
Look. I feel like I'm looking at standings right now. Look, Utah's going to be in there. The Clippers, no matter how much we talk junk, they're going to be there. They're going to choke, but they're going to get in there. Pelicans, we already said they're going to be there.
Jazz going to be there.
Jazz definitely. Utah going to definitely be there. We already know Warriors going to be. Mavs, yeah, they're going to be there.
Mavs going to be there. Blazers, don't just sleep.
Oh yeah, I'm not sleeping on Dame Dollar. No.
So wait, let's count.
Dame Dollar.
Okay, wait. We got Lakers. We agree Clippers. We agree Pelicans. We agree Warriors. We agree Jazz. We agree Nuggets. We agree Mavericks. We agree Trailblazers. We agree Rockets.
How the hell I got one. Look, if there's a bigger story in
That's
the
rock. That's
NBA.
9 though, bro. I'm saying that's 9 right here.
No,
That's
no, no,
only
no, no, no,
9.
no. There's one team I'm looking in the standings. I'm saying if there's one team I'm wondering in the standings, I'm still wondering why the hell they in the seventh. How the hell are the Sacramento Kings number 7? They should not be nowhere near in the top 7. Period. Sacramento teams has been nothing but losers. They have been nothing but
I
lost.
don't
They
have a
lost.
7. I have a 6 and an 8.
No, I see the standings like 2021
Oh,
7.
they're tied.
Yeah,
It's a 3-way tie.
yeah.
That's what it is.
How they
So
7th?
I think a lot of these teams are gonna shake out as the season goes on because a lot of the young teams are young, but we
Right.
know I always since there's not technically going to be a mid-season break, but at mid-season the veteran teams play the veterans play more hours. They play more
Right.
minutes against the younger teams. And the younger team in the beginning, they let the young men go to work and just keep themselves competitive. So that's going to change with the standings. I think they're going to pretty much balance themselves out with teams dropping, but I do not see the Phoenix Suns dropping from second to 10th, brother. I will take this bet all week long. Because hold on a second. Hold on a second. Think about the teams in the West that are good, that suck now, that might not suck later. The Grizzlies, John Morant, when he comes back, they're not going to be terrible. The Timberwolves, they arguably have 3 all-stars on their team, and they're 2-5. They are hot dog trash, free earnings, fucking dog water. The Thunder, without Chris Paul, are 2-4, trash. The Rockets all have COVID. The Spurs play like they all have COVID. The Trailblazers, could you play defense? Do you know what it looks like? Porzingis doesn't play more than half a season, so the Mavericks, even if they make it to the playoffs, are gonna get crushed because they don't have a. They don't
You're
have
not
a.
gonna you ain't gonna talk shit on my boy Luca. Luca doing his shit. Luca is doing it.
Luca is dope. Luca is dope. Luca is sick.
Yeah.
Luca is sick. I'll give it up for Luca.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
Luca's gonna suffer the same fate Dame Dollar does if old gets there on the court.
Yeah, I can't disagree with
He's gonna
that.
be out in the first round or make it to one finals because everyone else was hurt. And because LeBron wasn't there, right? What the Mavs gonna do if they gotta face LeBron? That's what all these teams need to ask themselves.
You know what? How about this?
Who's going to stop the two-headed juggernaut that is the Lakers? They can switch on anything. They got younger. They got more athletic. They got shooting. They got rebounding. They got
damn
defense.
it! I can't have this shit. Something gotta happen, damn it. Somebody gonna kick their ass, and I'm hoping it. I don't know who. Somehow kick LeBron's ass because fuck LeBron.
I see Marcus Gasol with his back on the high post, had the ball in one hand like this, took it behind his back to Shooter. Shooter passed it out to what's his face? Montrezl Harrell, who's standing by the 3, and Jay the dude for 3-point. I'm like, oh yeah, I'll see y'all in the finals. I don't need to watch any more sports. I will see you in the finals. I will see you.
Oh my goodness.
I will see you. I will talk to you about basketball again. Game 3 of the finals. When
we'll see.
2-1.
We'll see. We'll see. I just don't want LeBron to win another one because I'm sick and tired. James. Will you retire already, LeBron James? Damn.
I'm not sick and tired of greatness. I watch it every year.
He's not. Michael Jordan is still my hero.
He went from playing. He went from everyone always tried to compare him to Mike, and if you think about it, his game has always been Magic Johnson's game.
There we go. That's why I like that better.
He's not Michael Jordan. Don't compare him to the greatest shooting guard of all time. Compare him to the greatest point guard of all time.
Well,
yeah, and when you put him in the point guard conversation, he is staggeringly the best, and the only other person you can think of is like, oh well, he's a point forward, so he's not technically a point guard. So now you're making a subcategory because his body's so big. The only person we think of with a big body like that was Irving Magic IBH Johnson. Jesus, he was Magic in every aspect of his life.
Yep.
Well, we could sprinkle anything on the basketball and make it work.
Except when Jordan played him and he got his ass beat.
you gotta think though, by the time Jordan got there, Magic was on the back end of his prime.
True.
Jordan was a young man.
Yeah, but still Magic got there.
Yeah. Magic got there his first year. People also forget circumstance. Magic got there his first year because he had two Hall of Famers on his roster, and he just had to pass them the ball. Yes, he was cold and averaged a double double, so he did his business and
Yeah,
came
yeah,
up the
yeah,
game
yeah.
winning shot in Game 6. He was cold as ice. But I'm just saying, it depends on where you go. If you
Yep.
had gone to Sacramento,
Do not give Sacramento. Don't you do that. Don't you give Sacramento fans hope, damn it. They deserve to spare and shit. Eat shit and like it.
right?
I know. I know. They should not be happy. They should be, man, you giving us hope. We could have had Magic. No, you still would have been shit.
Hot dog water, your absolute dog water, hot dogs for free. You have no earnings.
Oh my God, the Sacramento Kings. They're about on par with the Knicks. But you want to go and do what? How did we already talk about the Knicks? Do we even have to do why the Knicks up?
I mean, actually, the Knicks have a decent record. I don't think they suck. I mean, structurally they suck, but right now, I'm gonna give them a pass. Julius Randle, 20 and 10. I mean, you're putting up God numbers on a shitty team, but I don't know, man. Bringing the ball up the court, which is probably why he's 20. That's probably not the best idea, if we're being fair. I mean, if we're looking at the stats real quick, Julius Randle is scoring 20 points, but on a dog water of a team.
Right.
Um,
Look. I just look.
how them draft picks work out for you, Knicks?
Yeah. They working out well, a little bit, but
Just think of all of the all stars that are going to be in the All Star game this year that were drafted around the same time that the Knicks passed up. I'm going to quickly list three, four. Tyler Hero, Duncan Robinson, Jalen Brown, Jason Tatum, and the bonus, Trey Young. All young stars you had an opportunity to pass on, and you picked. can we wait? Can we bring it up? Can I pull it up? Hold on a second. Hold on a second, chat. Next roster. Here we go. Oh, oh man, this is bad. You picked Frank Nuclear, that guy who's 6'4", 200 pounds. Um, Noel.
who the hell is that guy?
The center from a couple years ago that had the weird hair. He's a 6'10" guy. R.J. Barrett. That was your big pick after Zion Williamson was R.J. Barrett.
After Zion said, "Nah, I'm not going there," or "No, wait a minute, Pelicans picked me up."
Yeah.
I don't even think he would have went there.
So, what I'm saying to you, Knicks and Knicks fans, is extremely simple. Your core of your team is a guard in Frank Nikovic, whatever, a center in Noel, and a shooting guard in Barrett, and you have a small forward in Kevin Knox. That's
Right.
that's your young core. The
Look,
Pelicans' young core kicks your ass every night of the week. I'd take any person from the Pelicans team from the young core. Celtics the same way. The Miami Heat the same way. The Atlanta Hawks the same way. I would honestly take the young core from the Timberwolves and the Sacramento Kings over the Knicks. You picked poorly. It's like in each position you picked the fifth best person you could. Why? Why not just take the? You had so much opportunity to take the best pick. So many choices, and you picked terribly.
look. Here's another thing, Knicks. the Philadelphia 76ers was taking for years, and they finally got a good player. What is your excuse?
Yeah, your last game, your points leader was Julius Randle with 12 points. Your rebound leader was Julius Randle with 9. And your assist leader was Julius Randle with 4. Okay.
Oh, Knicks. Now, Knicks, if you do make the playoffs this season.
No, that's a game that's happening right now. That's a live game. I'm reporting.
Holy shit, really?
I'm live reporting the game to you, ladies and gentlemen. Julius Randle is on point for another double-double, going 12, 9, and 4. I am telling you, he brings the ball up the court.
Now, Knicks, I'm not gonna lie to you. If you make the playoffs, I'm flying to New York.
You're down by 14 to the Jazz. It looks like when you play a good team, them stands about to change for you, baby. And it's not even the second half. Whew. It's about to be an ass whoop in the second half. What you all gonna do? You gonna get Julius Randle some of that Space Jam juice? Hell no. Motherfuckers gonna be tired after putting up a double-double in the first half.
Look, Trill, what we're talking about, we already established that there's not even gonna be one Knicks in the daggone Space Jam movie. They ain't gonna give him the juice. They'll give him the juice, and it's just like, this is water. Yeah, exactly, fool. Like, I mean, it was funny. The last movie, I mean, the only Nick that was in the last movie was Patrick Ewing, which was undeniably their best Nick. And now look at you, Nick.
I think maybe if they bring him back. Ooh, what if they brought Amari Stoudemire? I wouldn't be mad about that.
Yeah, why don't you just go ahead and call Michael Jordan while you're at it? Because he's not doing
it. Why don't you just get everybody from back in the day?
Yeah, everybody. Yeah, Larry Bird ain't doing nothing. Larry Bird, the Big Bird still got it, according to him.
You know what's funny? For the longest time, I thought Larry Bird actually played Big Bird on Sesame Street.
Yeah, I did too.
I legit thought that.
I when I looked down, I was like, "Oh, that's Larry Bird." Oh,
I had no one corrected me for a long time.
Yeah, that's Larry Bird. Actually, that's who you need. Actually, I would not be. Well, no, who would kidding? He ain't gonna want to go coach them jokers.
Right.
Yeah. He probably like he's in Indiana like. They probably offered. He said, "You know what? Here you go, Larry. We're gonna offer you a job. Let me tell you something. I'm not taking this shit. You can get the fuck out of here. I'm in Indiana. I got a head coach job. I took the Pacers to the championship, and you lost. Why don't you go with us to the Knicks? Take us to the championship. No. Get the fuck out of my office.
Right.
I don't need a challenge. I'm getting paid. Indiana's doing good right now. Speaking of Indiana, how they're doing?
Hold on. I gotta look it up.
I got it. Oh, they're third. Holy shit.
That's actually pretty dope.
Yeah. Indiana. Yeah. I don't think Indiana really has been a bad team in a while. I mean,
you're just not a threat.
Yeah, but they're not a bad team.
Yeah, they're obviously gonna make the playoffs. They're just not a threat.
Yeah, they're not.
When you're not a threat to run at all, you're just a middle of the pack. But in a small market, middle of the pack is all you can really hope for. Middle of the pack, somebody at the top of the pack gets injured, a couple balls bounce your way, Toronto becomes world champion.
Well, I mean, technically, they don't give a fuck anymore about Indiana Pacers because, the Colts are in the playoffs, so who gives a fuck? Yeah. Point.
Hey. All right, thinking of the Colts, let's move on to football. What you got for us today, Mac?
Oh, wait a minute. Just be happy for a minute. After 13 years, 13 long fucking years, 13 damn years, I have been through shit. I have seen it all. I have been through a piece of shit coach in Raheem Morris, who was decent. I have been through a piece of shit head coach and the biggest shit coach of them all, Cristiano. I have seen Lovey Smith put us through hell. I have seen Dirk Cutter gives us fake shit. And now we have Bruce Arians, who brought us Tom Brady. And we are now, after 13 years, in the fucking playoffs. Let's go.
Let's go.
Woo! Okay. All right. I'm happy. Woo. I feel so happy. I feel so happy. I look, I don't even fucking care we go win the playoffs. I'm just happy we're here.
Dude, you know what? I'm happy for you. I know how it feels to have your team or who you really like or who you root for just be absolute dog water free, begging for change, free bread, giving to the homeless. You have nothing at all. Holes in your shoes, black Air Force One. Who are you? Whose man is this? I know exactly how you feel. So, hell yeah, the Buccaneers. It looks like if my NFL, I don't have the NFL goggles that you quite do. Looks like they clinched the wild card.
Wow. Oh yeah, they did.
That's yeah. I'm looking at the NFC right now. What else you guys say about the NFC?
Okay, so about the NFC. Look, let me go ahead and start from the bottom to the top. Who I just really think is sorry. Yeah, the Bears. How the fuck are you here? I just feel like, how the fuck the Bears are here?
I mean, they're 8-8 and 2-4 in the division, but they were 6-6 in the conference. That's oh shit, yeah. That's because they beat the Cardinals. Right?
Yeah,
because they beat the Cardinals.
Yeah, and I never believe in Mitch Trubisky. I don't think Mitch Trubisky is good. I think this is the worst scenario for him. I think Matt Nagy is a fraud of a coach.
Oh, wait. I don't mean to cut you off, but you know how my mind works. Do you remember when the Bears went to the Super Bowl with, what's his name, Rex Grossman, and he was a terrible fucking quarterback. He could only, like, chuck the ball. He always made mistakes, but, like, he caught fire, and their defense was incredible. Do you remember that?
I remember that.
Was it Rex Ryan?
Yeah, it was Rex. It was Lovey Smith.
Lovey Smith. That's who the coach was.
Mm-hmm. I'm still wondering how they're here, and not only that, that team had home field advantage throughout the playoffs. This team is literally going in as a wild card, and they're playing the Saints, who was going to fucking mutilate them.
Well, I didn't say it was going to be they got to play the whole game. Unfortunately, there's no 21 skunk rule, but we could.
This is true. Good luck. Thank you. Thank you, Bears. You made the playoffs. Thank you for playing. Look, I'm not going to talk shit about the Washington correction. The Washington football team. I'm not going to talk too much shit about them. They got in there
at 7-9. They got in there because the division of 4-2. That's what snuck them in there.
And not only that, the Philadelphia Eagles let them win, and I'm not talking shit because their D-line is good. But will it be enough to beat the Bucs? I don't know. If they beat us, I don't think they're going to get far. I did tell you that Ron Rivera is a good coach, and he proved it. He's a good coach.
He did.
I do believe they're a good coach. They just they're just a quarterback away. But I don't think they're going to get far. If they beat us, they won't get far because basically, in all honesty, I'm going to be honest here. I think anybody that's got to play is hoping that we lose, so that way they get a shot at the Washington football team. But I don't believe that's going to happen. But we'll see. Next, we have the St. Louis Rams.
The Los Angeles Rams.
Oh, sorry. The LA Rams, who still wondering how the hell they in here too, because they
won games though. A couple of these games I'm looking at were by the skin of their teeth.
Remember the last time we did this podcast, and remember when we said I remember I was saying the Jets will not win another game, and there's no chance in hell that the Jets that there was two teams that said that will not lose to the Jets. I said the Browns was one of those teams.
Yep.
They lost. That other team, I was sure chance that they weren't going to beat them. It was them damn LA Rams, and boy did they lay it in. They had no business.
Sometimes you just don't play up. You play to the opponent. You know what I'm saying?
That's how Jalen Ramsey should have picked. I mean, the only reason I said they were going to win is because Jalen Ramsey should have picked them off like 5 times, which he didn't. He looked like complete another shit. I'm telling you, LA Rams, you on my shit list. You need to get it together, or else you don't get a first round exit by Russell Wilson, because Russell's gonna cook you just like he always does. So
Russell ain't gonna play with you.
Yeah, he ain't. He gonna beat the shit out of you. He's pissed. He won his MVP. As for my Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who's in the 12th, like I said, I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know if they're going to win against the Washington football team. If they do, I'll be overjoyed. Like I said during my prediction, I don't think the Bucs are going to make the Super Bowl. I believe the Bucs are going to be a good football team. I think next year will be a good year for us to go to the Super Bowl. But this year, I don't think we're going to be there. I think more so, it's more so we need more. We're missing one piece, but I just don't know what it is.
What more could you need? You have literally a Hall of Famer on every position, and you're asking for a tackle.
Yeah, left tackle. We need a left tackle. We need somebody to shore the other side up. I don't trust Donovan Smith. I don't think if Donovan Smith comes into that, for me to believe in. Okay, let me put it like this: for me to believe in that left tackle, which is fired by Donovan, and leave to believe in him. Chase Young, I need to see Chase Young on his butt every time. So that's the only way I could believe in this team.
It's not going to happen. Chase Young get paid money literally to make people look like they shouldn't be playing the game.
Exactly. That's the reason why I don't trust Donovan Smith. I don't
think that's his fault. I think you get the scheme for Chase Young. Chase Young's that dynamic defensive player. You get the scheme for him, just like they had the scheme for Antonio Brown on the offensive side.
True.
You feel what I'm saying? Like you pull chip block him, pull the running back in. It's Tom's fault he's not mobile. That means you go from the shotgun sometimes. Do a lot of shotgun. You know what I'm saying? Do a lot of spread. Do some more spread shit.
I just feel like
run the ball straight at his bitch ass every down for the first 3 times so he gets tired. And then when he's gassing out the game, that's when you throw it.
Right. We do got the running backs. Like I said, I just feel like we're missing a piece. I just don't know where this left tackle. It's just something I feel like we're missing. I can't put my finger on it, but I feel like we're missing something. Well, I could be wrong. I could be wrong. We could make the playoffs, but I don't know.
We don't fear any man, woman, child, wizard, weather. We will go to Lambeau and win. We will go to Miami and win. We will win behind the steel curtain.
It's not my fear. It's not fear.
It is not fear.
It's not fear.
Your dynamic quarterback won't stop us. Your running back won't run through all of us, and you ain't got enough horses in your stables to stop us. We are the.
It's not fear. It's not fear. It's not fear. It's just me looking at the team like I can't put my finger on it, but I feel like he's missing something. But hey, I'm hoping I'm wrong. I'm not saying that. I'm hoping I'm wrong. I'm hoping I'm wrong. Maybe it ain't something. Maybe this team just needs more time to deal.
To put some respect on my team's name. We went 14-2 on your ass after being Super Bowl champions. That means every team every week gave us their best shot, and only twice did we drop the ball. 14-2. 14-2. Do you understand? I believe we will beat every team in the playoffs by at least 7 points.
Okay, all right.
I don't think until we get to the Super Bowl, it won't be a one possession game.
We'll get to the AFC side.
Until we get to the Super Bowl, it will not be a one possession game.
We'll get to the AFC side in a minute. I'll talk about that. I got your kryptonite. You got some tough teams to play against, Mister. All right, now going back up next, we're going to talk about the New Orleans Saints. New Orleans Saints fans, it's not your year. You're not going to the Super Bowl. No. No. Sorry. I just don't believe in Drew Brees. Brees is hurt. Taysom Hill sucks. Get ready. It's gonna be a bad off season. Get ready for this. Get ready. It's gonna be a funeral, and your funeral is not only your season but your franchise for probably the next 5 years, maybe 6. I don't know. I'm hoping 10 years, but get ready to go back into that
I
black
think that's
hole.
just some Saints hate you giving out. When Drew Brees is ready to retire in 2 or 3 years, if they draft appropriately, they'll either have a replacement or they'll go into limbo like your team was for the last 14 years. They found somebody who could throw the damn ball. So what happens?
Here's my question now. How? So you're talking about this quarterback they're going to draft. How the fuck are they going to draft them when they're a top 10 team and going to the playoffs? They're not.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's going to be a thing on top of a thing on top of a thing, which it can't get out from underneath itself.
Right.
Like,
And
because
also,
we're so good, we have to get a quarterback that's in the second round that will eventually not make us so good. Then we'll be a bad team, and then we'll get a good quarterback that will again make us good. That's what I'm saying.
This is true. You're not lying. You're not lying. But they are going to have to let go of some players because
once they start sucking and people stop fucking caring, I mean, you got to let go of some players until you start to rebuild. Like they should legit.
I feel like
when Drew Brees retires, they should clean house, trade like the 2 best next players, get a whole bunch of draft picks, and just take a shot at a quarterback and a like.
I agree. Because once Drew Brees gone, it's over. I'm telling you right now, it's reset. Over. It's time to reset the whole franchise.
The Patriots were too proud to do it.
Yeah, they weren't.
I'll say it again. The Panthers were too foolish to do it.
You're absolutely correct. Next we have in my eyes. Next we have in my eyes. I'm gonna say it right here, right now. I don't give a fuck what these people say. I don't care if they're number 1 seed or not. I think the Green Bay Packers are still not. I'm sorry, Angie. I'm sorry, Angela. Green Bay Packers. Aaron Rodgers is good, but you get pressure on that man. He's not really as good as he is. I think your defense has some holes in it. Yeah, you're going to get a Lambeau, but here's my issue. What if Russell Wilson goes to Lambeau?
That's what you're saying. What if it's somebody else that's already from the north or some shit?
Yeah, they're gonna beat you, and I think that's gonna be a game I want to see in the score match. And also, as an added bonus, let me play devil's advocate here. What if the Bucks go to Lambeau? Tom been in the cold before, and we beat you.
Wait a minute. The Chiefs don't have to go to Lambeau.
No, the Chiefs are in the AFC. We ain't got to the AFC yet.
Well. Okay, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm tripping. I'm tripping.
It's okay.
I was like, wait a minute, what? Yeah, you're right.
And now we get to the team at the top, I think, is Seattle. I think Seattle's hot at the right time. I think Russell Wilson is good. I think the defense is playing a little bit better. They don't have to be good. They just need to get the fuck off the field. That's all they have to do. I think they'll get better. They'll get into the playoffs. I'm not afraid to play them. I think the NFC is wide open, but I feel like the top 2 teams are the ones that are going to represent the team in the Super Bowl. I don't think the Saints are going to get in there because I think the Saints are going to be held back by something. I don't know about the Bucks are going to be held back too. But yeah, it's wide open. Any of these teams except the Bears can make it to the Super Bowl. Any of these teams except the Bears. Except the Bears.
Okay. Jeez.
And except the Bears.
Except the Bears.
Except the Bears.
I mean, you could, but
and the Washington football team.
You the Bear? No, the Bears can't make it. No, except the Bears.
Yeah, and the Washington football team too. Yeah, they can't make it. No, they're not going. No. Even even though you beat Tom Brady, you're not going to the Super Bowl. No. Alex Smith only got oil. Unless you got like a whole bunch of oil on Alex Smith's legs, you ain't going too far. But
wait, who's Alex Smith play for?
The Washington football team.
Oh, that's just a feel good story. I was like,
Yeah.
I wonder because I seen they made his cast into like a Lombardi trophy. I'm like, that's real cute. What, what are you gonna do when them boys from Seattle come after you, the boy?
Yeah, what happens when Tampa Bay and I'm sorry. I don't see them get far, even if they do beat the Bucks.
I feel like if I was a defensive player and I seen him, I'd be like, "Hey man, put your hands up, dog, because if I tackle you, it's gonna be a wrap for your ass because you're
Yeah,
already
it's gonna be a
fragile for
wrap.
real.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, just throw the
Like
ball down or something.
even
Don't
if they
risk it.
do beat, yeah, even if they do beat the Bucks, which I can see happening, but I don't see them doing it. Even if they do beat us, which they can, I don't see them getting too far. I just don't see it. But
It's a
all
feel
right,
good story. I don't think he's the quarterback of the future, but we need to move
hell
on.
no. I think they need. I
We're
think
low
they're a
on viewers
quarterback
and long
away.
on time.
They're a quarterback away from getting better. So I'm actually happy for the team. But all right, let's go ahead and go with let's go ahead and go to the AFC side, which we'll talk about some teams. We're gonna talk about we're gonna go from the bottom to the top. From
All
the
right,
very
so
bottom.
Colts first. The thing about the AFC is all these teams are actually decent.
Yep.
There's no team on here that I'm like, damn, you got in. No, every team we saw, maybe except the Colts, but I did tell you I was like, the Colts are going to be a wild horse, and if that quarterback they traded for turns out to be a stud like he used to be, they're going to be in. And lo and behold,
Voila, they're in. I said this before the season. I thought Frank Wright is a damn good coach. I literally said that they could win this division because of how good he is. I wasn't expecting the Colts defense to be this damn good.
as I'm saying, the defense was so cold, and they got a straight gunslinger behind center.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
they had a
yeah.
chance.
They got a chance, and I don't know if the Colts will, get far. I don't know who they're playing. I think they're playing Tennessee, right?
I can check.
Um.
Bills, they'll lose.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Yeah, they're taking the L.
I'm taking the L on that.
We'll talk about that later. Let's move on. Yeah, Colts. You had a good season, but we'll talk about that later.
All right, Browns.
Look, I told you from the I told you this shit from the beginning of the season. Y'all laughed at my ass, and look who's laughing now, motherfucker.
You're right.
Look who's laughing now. I told you they were gonna make it. I told you they were gonna make it. I did say this. I called this.
You did. You were absolutely right.
Yeah. Thank you for telling me. I'm absolutely
You're
right.
absolutely right.
I said that.
I was like, I can kind of see your argument. About exactly, I see your argument, but I'm not going to pick them because you picked them.
But
exact argument, but
they
you're
did
right.
exactly. It's like they listened to the show. They did exactly what I told them to do. I said, stop fucking pass the ball. You got two good running backs. Use them. And then look, Nick Chubb.
Play action ass.
Play action. Run the ball. And that's exactly what the Browns did. And I told them, if you do this, you'll get into the playoffs. Your defense is not trash. Your offensive line is not trash. You're not a trash team. You got a team to get there. You just got to use the pieces around you and use them right. Freddie Kitchens thought I could throw the ball because I'm going to be honest here. And I hate to say this, and I never want to talk bad about a player. I really believe Odell Beckham getting injured helped the Browns a lot.
Yeah, because they stopped prioritizing throwing him the ball. They ran the ball, and it made it also helped their defense too be able to take a breath and start creating some crucial turnovers.
Yeah. So I'm not saying I don't want to hear. Not listen. I'm the one to let that hear. I don't want to say anybody injured. I don't want to see anybody get injured. But I feel like that helped them because it let them go back to square one. You got to run the ball. Perfect. That's exactly what they did. And I think like every game they did that except the fucking Jets because they should have won. They should have just ran the ball. They just got away from running the ball. I think that's the reason why they got in there. Now, that said, though, they're playing the Steelers, who got a damn good defense. Their defense is very good, and they stop the run just about as good. Number two in the
This
league.
is going to be the most interesting game.
It is. It is. I don't trust Big Ben. Chase Claypool. We'll get into that later. But Browns, good for you. You got in there. I don't know if you're going to go to the AFC Championship game. I don't know. Super Bowl.
I feel like this is a quarterback-driven league. Moving on to the Ravens, and they had the best quarterback between Ravens, Browns, and Colts, and that's simply why they made 5 compared to 6 or 7.
This is my dark horse team to make this.
With the Ravens being electric and be able to make big plays when it counts the most, they are the only team in the AFC as a Chiefs fan, I fear. Everyone else is mathematically
this is the dark
lose.
horse Super Bowl team. This is my dark horse. This
Because
is the reason why I think you should be scared.
That's
Lamar
what I'm saying.
Jackson,
they could do it to you.
Lamar Jackson. Let me be honest here for a minute. I was watching the Browns Ravens game. I was like, there's no chance. It was 4th down, and it was 4th down and 10. And I was sitting there thinking, okay, so they put Trace McSorley in, and then they called timeout and brought Lamar Jackson in. I thought, okay, yeah, they got to get a touchdown in so many minutes. There's no chance of hell they're going to get a touchdown in that many minutes. So put Lamar Jackson there after taking a shit, mind you.
I remember that.
Putting them in there, and I saw the play. Threw the ball to the top. I was like, the outside there, I look at this like, no. I was like, what the hell? Came in there, lazy focus, and got the and ever since that play, they've been whooping everybody's ass. Everybody. Man, Lamar Jackson been fucking everybody. He fucked everybody. He's been fucking everybody anybody that was in front of him trying to keep him from going into the playoffs. He fucked them up. He fucked them good. They had the last game they had 300 yards rushing?
Yeah.
300 yards rushing.
They were not playing.
They were not playing. They literally was like, we're going to beat the shit out of you until we make the play. From that point on, everybody was like, anybody in front of Lamar Jackson was fucked. They were fucked. Everybody looked at them like, oh, we're fucked. We're going to get our ass whooped. I mean, they were lining up, getting their ass ready to get fucked by Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson beat the fuck out of everybody up to that point. I'm with you. They're a dark horse team. They're playing best football. I don't know what happened. They flipped the switch. They pissed. They're playing pissed. Like, we should have won the North. Fuck y'all. Yeah,
but they have to run into the Titans. The Titans are their one weakness because the Titans are going to run the ball, and then they're going to run the ball, and then they're going to run the ball, and then they're going to get first down. They're never going. You're never going to get in a position where it's like 3rd and long. And he averages like 5.6 a carry or something, brother. It's disgusting.
So
Dude is unstoppable.
So we're now to the We're now talking about the Tennessee Titans, right? We're talking about Tennessee Titans now? Okay. Yeah. Tennessee Titans. I said this from the season. What did I say at the beginning of the season? At the beginning, I think I said of the quote, if Ryan Tannehill can get, I want to say, if he can get 30 touchdowns, they'll win the division.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna look up Ryan Tannehill's stats. And right at this moment, I mean, this season, what do we have here? Man got 33 touchdowns.
You're right.
I said if he can get 30 touchdowns around there, the Tennessee Titans will be in the playoffs. They'll not only win getting the playoffs, they'll win the division. I didn't expect King Henry to do what he did. Damn, 2,000 yards.
It's not like a record or something. That's unheard of.
Yeah, it's just him doing it. I mean, he literally ran all over the Houston Texans.
Yeah.
I'm with you. I think they're good. I think the only problem I have with Tennessee, and I think this is what's going to happen to them, and I think they should feel good because Deshaun Watson is good, and fuck Clemson. I just want to tell people that.
You traded away his best asset for a bag of
Bad.
magic beams.
Mm-hmm. That
That's
didn't
why
work.
you didn't make the playoffs.
Nope.
It's as
That's why.
simple as that.
Simple as that.
He's in the game, he wins you that game.
Right. That is true. I think this should. I'll talk about scenario in the end. I'll talk about my scenarios. I got a scenario that will work out for them. So, um, I feel like Deshaun Watson almost beat him. I thought they should. I said Tennessee, you should not be feeling good because you're going to play somebody that's literally Deshaun Watson on acid right now.
Right.
Lamar Jackson's Deshaun Watson on acid. You thought Deshaun was bad. You about to see somebody that's gonna whoop your ass, and not only that, he want revenge. He want to kick your ass because you stole his pride. He can beat the shit out of you. In fact, he would relish in the fact to beat your ass in his own house. So I think they'll beat Tennessee. I think Pittsburgh next. Pittsburgh is good. Pittsburgh number one, number two ranked defense, number two ranked rush defense. I think they're good. Trace Claypool is good. I think like I said, Juju Smith Schuster. You know, he was Jujuing all right.
TikToking.
TikToking, yeah.
Got his ass hit.
Yeah.
Like they did on that Drake video.
Yeah. Juju.
That's what we should do. We should put the meme, put the Browns head, and then put Juju, and then have it on the Drake video.
Juju got didn't he get the shit hit out of him in Cincinnati?
I think he literally shit himself.
Yeah, he did. I think he did too. I think that was a big.
We call it critical
With
damage.
that said, I think the Steelers are a good team. I think I don't know they'll win against the Steelers. I don't know. I'm going to be honest here. This is the first time I feel stumped because I don't know who's going to win that game. I legit don't know who's going to win that game. Because Steelers playing the Browns.
Yeah, odds makers are saying Steelers.
Yeah, I like the Steelers, but I don't know. I mean,
Steelers by 7. I'll take the odds makers. I'll take Steelers.
Oh, okay. I just don't see it. I don't know what's going to happen. I can't call that, but I think the Steelers are playing a good team. They're playing a team that they don't want to play because the Browns are actually a good team. But you know they play bad teams and didn't look good against them. I mean, Washington football team, they lost to them, and I mean Washington football team felt good about that, but they went around and lost to the Cincinnati Bengals the next week, so they shouldn't feel good about that.
Steelers are hit or miss. What was the Bills?
Yeah, we got to the Bills. Yeah, Colts. This is why we said we wanted to save you for last on that. Look, the Bills are gonna whoop the ever living shit out of you. Josh Allen is literally playing out of his fucking mind.
Playing like a young Eli Manning. He's killing
it. He's not playing around. He wants all of it. He wants everything. He wants it all. I mean, he's literally going to whoop your ass and then whoop your ass some more. I mean, did you see what he did to Miami? I mean, he embarrassed Miami.
Yeah, that's
he
disrespectful.
The living shit out of Miami. Miami didn't even have a prayer. Miami said, "Stop whooping me," but they kept whooping.
Please get up off me, please.
Get off me, no, please, no. And he whispered in his ear, no.
And I whispered down, no.
Fell on the ground, start Rosebud. Oh goodness! I mean, they were beating the shit out of them. I mean, I don't want to play the Bills. I think they're tough. You talk about the Ravens. You don't want no part of them jokers. They pretty tough.
Yeah, the Bills. They're not in second place for no reason. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Good for the Bills, though. They get a home playoff game. They had a home playoff game in a while.
Yeah. Coming out, they've been middle of the pack for the last couple of years. They finally punched through. Right. I actually feel sorry for any team in the AFC that you had to play in the same era that the Chiefs decided to have their dynasty because we're going back to back this
We'll
year.
get to let's get to the Chiefs real quick.
There is
Um,
there is there is no chink in our armor, kink in our armor. Excuse my verbiage.
your
No kink
defense
in
is
armor.
not that good.
Doesn't matter when you got Patty Mahomes on the other side.
Yeah, but when you play another team that got a good offense, I mean, the only
There is
reason
no team on the board whose offense stands toe to toe with the Chiefs in respect to how good their defense
Bills,
is. Like
Ravens, Bills, Ravens,
I'm talking about toe to toe. So what I'm
they could
saying
do it.
is like say the Bills have an 8 offense. Well, the Chiefs literally have a perfect offensive team, right? So if the Bills don't have an 8 defense, then the Chiefs 6 defense, you know what I'm saying? It kind of balances out. That's why I think was so dangerous because the more Patty Mahomes is he's an electrifying leader, and when he gets going, that defense gets going, and the special teams gets rolling, and Andy Reid's going to deliver another championship. It's really just
Right,
that
right.
simple.
Look. I'm going to be honest here. I really believe that y'all are going to get to the Super Bowl. The only problem is it's not you, it's not the fans, it's fucking Nick Wright, and I really, really not want y'all to make the Super Bowl because of his fucking. I want to make sure that Joker I want to make sure that Joker with his receding hairline lose that damn flame so I can hear him on the TV, sit up there and talk about making an excuse of why his Chiefs did not get on national TV with his receding hairline and talk about how the fuck his Chiefs did not make the Super Bowl because I want to see his face because he has been talking utter shit about everybody like the Chiefs are the best team like they literally he just like double tiered it and I was like making sure that we know that the Chiefs win. I was like I understand there's fandom and then there's just
I think last season the Chiefs were head and shoulders above the competition, especially in the division. And
right.
because they won the Super Bowl, people get kind of caught up in the pageantry of it all. But let's not forget the Super Bowl wasn't a blowout. It was a close
Right,
game.
right.
So
That's
any
what I'm
team
trying to.
can win at any time. So let's have respect for all of our opponents. I'd like
Yeah,
Nick Wright to remember that. But I do understand what he means when he says if you just look at how rosters are constructed, the Chiefs are the best team in the league.
let me explain
It's
to you why I don't.
theirs to lose because they've
Let
already
me
won it. So it's their
let me
championship to lose.
let me explain to you why I don't like Nick Wright because let me tell you this because I
Wait,
want to say
fuck Nick
fuck.
Wright. I don't like him either. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm
Yeah,
not gonna
yeah.
give
I
him
don't
no
like. I
type
like
of. I'm
fuck
not
that
giving him no
motherfucker.
type of spin on my show. Oh, he don't
Yeah,
talk about
yeah,
me on
yeah.
his
Like,
show.
yeah. Because all he does is like I remember at the beginning of the season, he said Bucks are gonna go 8-8, and his original prediction was, "Hey, the Bears are gonna win the division. They're not only gonna win the division, they're gonna get the first round bye." I'm like, huh? Well, basically now he said, "I'm gonna. Oh, I'll flip that. Well, you flip that in reverse, and the Bears are still in the playoffs, but they can win 8-8." I'm like, "Fuck you, Rick. Right? Kiss my ass." All right, let's go ahead and get to the next part. But anything else about the NFL?
That's all I had, man. I just I'm actually really interested to see what your Buccaneers do. The Ravens
Yeah. I'm
interest me.
interested. I'm actually looking forward to seeing a game. But if we lose, we lose. And we win. Oh well. I'm happy. I'm just happy we in the day. I'm just happy we in here.
But
It's been a while. It's been a while. So
I will see you. I will be calling you when we're hosting the Lombardi Trophy to rub that shit in your face. It's not personal. It's the sports. So you know what I'm saying?
well, whatever.
Because we're definitely
also,
winning.
let me go ahead and talk about. I'm gonna keep going deep. I got some things that I think could happen to help some teams.
Okay, what's up?
Look, we talked about the Houston Texans. There's two teams that really need help right now. One team needs no offense. There's one of these teams needs God and Jesus. Most likely, they need Jesus. They need Jesus. One of these teams needs Jesus. Another team needs a wide receiver. Luckily, the team that needs Jesus has a wide receiver. You want to know what the team I'm talking about?
Detroit Lions.
No.
Who?
The team that needs Jesus.
Who you got?
The Atlanta Falcons is the team that needs Jesus right now.
Oh, not this again. Leave the Falcons alone. Jesus, man, every time I want to go to Atlanta. Come on, man.
Look, I'm trying to help the Falcons. I'm trying to help you, Falcons fans. Look, trade away Julio Jones to the Houston Texans.
For what? Why would they trade away their like Hall of Fame wide receiver?
Big reason. He's getting older, and they need to dump that money, and they need more people.
But what are they going to get back in return?
They got well. Here's the thing. Here's the reason why you need Julio aging with all that money. You already got Ridley. You got Ridley. Am I wrong? Ridley's not bad.
He's no Julio. He's only good because the other person on the other side of the field.
I agree.
Julio fucking
I agree. Look. You know what? Fuck this. I'm not trying to help you, Falcons. Fuck you.
See, I really want Julio. You snake in the grass.
Look, I really want Julio to go to a good team so he can fucking win a Super Bowl. Let that man free. Let him go. I think all Atlanta fans agree with me. They need to let that man go.
They all do not agree with you, bro.
There are a lot of Atlanta fans that agree with me. They need to let that man go.
I constantly get hate because of you.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck.
I get so much hate mail.
Look. I'm just being honest. I think Atlanta can spring. Look. They could probably get I think they can get a first round pick out of the Texans. Maybe a first round and second round out of Texans. Right now, I just feel like they need to rebuild and get because any coach that comes to Atlanta gonna have to know if you want players, you're gonna have to either let go. You're gonna have to let go of Julio. You're gonna have to let go of either Julio Jones or Matt Ryan because they're eating a chunk of their salary. No matter how you slice it, they're eating a chunk of their salary. They can't get no big name free agents. They can't get big names. You can't get nobody. You can't get somebody on your team to go with you if you can't pay them the money. So that's the reason why I say you either got to find some way to restructure. Either they need to do two things. One thing I know sure as hell is not going to happen. And another thing that I feel like it's just basically killing yourself, but killing yourself a little bit, but killing yourself, it's going to kill you, but you'll feel better afterwards. The one thing I know sure as hell not going to happen is you go to Julio Jones and say, hey, Julio, can you just kind of lower your contract because we're signing it? And then Julio will proceed to you, go fuck yourself, get the fuck out of here, I'm taking this money. Or you can go with the regular one, which you can say, okay, Julio, we're going to trade you to a good team. Here you go. Julio will not exaggerate about that. He ain't going to talk shit about you. Julio will take that damn trade and go to damn Houston. And here's the thing. Do you really think about this? Houston needs this. You think Julio in Houston would not be a good idea? Julio in Houston would be, I'm going to be honest. If Julio goes to Houston,
I just think
instant Super Bowl winner.
Like, why did they trade away their Hall of Fame wide receiver to sell the farm in their future to trade another aging wide receiver in? You know, like I don't think that.
Well, look. That wasn't their fault. It was Bill O'Brien. That motherfucker gone. And also, as I had a bonus,
wide receiver,
huh?
His last thing before he left was trading away their favorite wide receiver.
Yeah, that's the last thing he did. He fucked them really royally. The last thing I really think the Houston Texans literally are in a situation where they're fucked because they got no draft capital because they traded away their first round pick to the Miami Dolphins from Liminal Tunsil, which turned out to be a good one because it held the lineup. The only problem is they ain't got no damn wide receiver. I think the problem I have with the Texans, I think if they could find some way to get these teams both need, I'm just saying, these teams need each other. and they need to work a deal out.
I feel you.
Yeah, these teams need each other. Texas need Julio. No matter how you slice it, no matter how you hate me, you can hate me all you want, Atlanta fans. No matter how you slice it, you gotta get rid of Julio because Julio is gonna demand some money, and he gonna have his money. You're because it's best to go ahead and get rid of him now. Why? Because I'm telling you, right, think about this for a minute, Trill. Let's say this. Let's say they don't trade Julio. Okay, they keep Julio Jones. They keep Julio Jones. They get another player. They get a player to fix their team. Okay, let's say they do that. All right. Let's say Julio get injured, and then all of a sudden Calvin Ridley turns up and does. Let's just say he turns up and do Julio shit.
Okay.
Now you're stuck with. Now you got to. Now you're gonna try to say, okay, let me trade Julio. Okay, all right, I'm gonna trade Julio, and then at the time you're thinking, okay, I want a first round pick for Julio. They will laugh right in your fucking face. I ain't trading for Julio. He's injured. He's injury prone. He's on injury. He injury prone. He's about 30 years old. I don't want that boy. I'll give you a fourth for him. Fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So right now is the time to trade for him because the only thing you got leverage because all you can tell Atlanta got leverage. They can go to Houston and say, look, we want your first next year. We'll take your first next year and your third this year for Julio. And before you say it, before you talk about injured shit, you need Julio. And not only you need Julio, and not only that, he's not that injury prone. He basically just got a hamstring issue. You need Julio. He said, you give us those two things and we'll allow. I think they can get a first round pick from him. They can snatch it from him. I think I'm telling you right now, if Houston Texans get Julio Jones, instant playoffs. They're going to the playoffs this season. They're going, no doubt. They're going to the playoffs.
I think so.
Sean Watson and Julio Jones.
I think so.
They're going to the playoffs. They're going to own. The AFC South is no longer nobody else's. It's theirs. So
with JJ Watt, I see it.
Yeah. I mean, they're going to bounce back hard. They're going to beat the shit out of everybody. So I think if you do that, I think that happens. Also, to all you people that really thought, also, let me be honest here, Atlanta fans, and I'm gonna leave it at this. If you really think that you just could do everything all over again and let me be honest here. So if you're really thinking that I'm doing this because I want you to get rid of Julio Jones and I'm scared of him, let me be completely honest, and I'm gonna look dead at the camera right here. I'm not scared of Julio Jones. I'm not scared of him at all. I really believe we could beat your ass with him. I really believe we could whoop Matt Ryan's ass every year. Because you want to know why, Atlanta? We weren't even that full strength when we beat your ass in Tampa. We had 2 players out and you still got your ass whooped. So just take that in for a minute. We still whooped your ass and we still had half the players out. Next season, it's going to be worse because not only will we have Tom Brady back, Tom Brady will know that offense. We're going to whoop your ass up and down the field. So you best be getting you best be getting rid of Julio Jones, get you some more money so you can get some better players, make Calvin Ridley your savior for the future. But if you don't do that, I'm going to do the same thing I did last year, and I'm going to laugh at your ass like I did this year. Because, guys, I hate you. Fuck you, Atlanta. Anyway, that's good. I think that's a good show, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm loving it, man. I feel like we touched everything we wanted to touch, right?
Right. We did. And I'm not gonna say fuck you, Atlanta, like I usually do, but you know. Trill wants to go to Atlanta. I understand. I'm not gonna do it.
Y'all, there's so many conventions, you dick. Stop.
No. They suffered enough. They don't need to talk. I don't need to talk shit about it.
Just pause $2,000 until we at least booked the night, the hotel room. You know,
they're already gonna knock on the door.
What is that? We're already, no matter what happens, we got you.
It doesn't matter. They're coming at me with pitchforks and fire and everything. Like, fuck you. We won't. And I know you, Trill. You're probably gonna send me in the highway. No, you want this motherfucker.
I'm be like,
get him. Come at me, motherfuckers.
I'm like, no.
They don't know me. I get a bottle and start. They sit up there coming with pitchforks. I get a bottle of. Come at me, motherfuckers. Oh, God.
I don't want no smoke.
But yeah. Yeah, all in all, good show. So what you got to plug me?
All right. My name is Trill XO, straight out of the know. You can find me, and the very first place you want to go is going to be at trill.com/TV. I fucked that all up. It's twitch.com. It's twitch.tv/Trill. Tuesdays and Wednesdays at 2 p.m. Tuesdays and Wednesdays at 2 p.m. Say it with me. Tuesdays and Wednesdays at 2 p.m. Central. Not 3. You fucked it up. Central Standard Time. I'll see you guys then. You can also see me, with Mac. Mac, where we gonna be at?
Oh, all right, cool. I'm at people. You come find me I'm on Twitter. I'm at Tampa Bay Buckfan88. Come follow me. I want to thank y'all for watching us. I'm glad that this show everything went well on this show. I'm like I said, I got a new setup. I got a new PC setup over here. I'm actually have just a laptop and my PC. I'm actually digging it. Everything looking out, doing well for this. So make sure you come follow us. Also, Gamer Grudge Season 8 will come. It's coming next month, actually, February. So get ready for the next season of Gamer Grudge. It's coming soon. We don't let up when it comes to season 8. It's coming in February. Right now, we're having a meeting to discuss when we're gonna have when we're to discuss everything, details and everything. And we're gonna probably discuss that. And also, Trill gonna be in season. I know Trill's gonna be in the next season. So
yeah, you guys can definitely catch me on some Gamer Grudge. I'm coming with my A game every night. And I'm going to announce right now, on season 8, I will have a special theme for each one of my answers for season 8.
All right, cool.
I have a similar theme going on.
All right, cool. Hopefully you can win that. We'll see. All right. Well, guys, I guess that's it for us today. We'll see you next time on gf1 Sports. Before I go, I'm gonna play Nike because I just want to play this.